prank.
So,
No more wind pranks.
you guys have just emerged up out of the hellhole.
Yep.
Into the tower proper.
Did we miss
First
anything?
level.
Do we need to go back?
I'm not going back.
Also, we need to go back.
Do you?
The water weird's down there.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
What if we just hang out up here for 8 hours? And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take a long rest. I can just tune to the tank.
We can beat the shit out of you for what you've done.
Several times.
It's all good. Sorry, guys.
Is it?
I'll get it back. Somehow.
Without trust. Will you get that back?
I don't
Out.
care about that.
Oh, okay then.
Rusty?
He's over here.
Alright. Do we want to try this again?
Yes. Where are we going?
Would you like to do something with Rusty first?
No. He'll figure himself out.
So,
Yes.
you've emerged up onto the first floor of the mage tower. You can see the ocean out around you, and the it's got a tea bag in it,
No, it doesn't.
and the shoreline in the distance. So what can you do? It's for your tea bag. God damn it!
Continue, shoreline.
Shoreline in the
Yes.
distance.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to go to a tea house and buy some tea.
I'd like to hear some suggestions from my party members on what they would like to do.
I think you're being possessed by something and don't believe you for a second.
You said that out loud.
I think he's possessed by something. He has never once in the time we've been with him wanted our input.
For my mistake of unleashing this water beast upon us, I am taking suggestions. Although very momentarily, I am taking suggestions for my following.
I think we should just ignore it. You can try and attune to it and come back in your own time tonight when we have a nap in town. But for now, I don't want to know.
So you want to head back to town?
I'm going back to town. Gonna go and catch up with Riffin.
Don't want to rest here for 8 hours? Then head back to town? Depending on what
If you
happens.
can guarantee no more harm will come to me or Amph,
That's a Jiro guarantee.
Jiro guarantee. If anything happens, I'm chopping your tail off
Jiro
an inch
or
at a
zero?
time.
As I said, guarantee.
If you think it's safe to camp here for the night, then we can camp here for a bit. But I think we should go back and tell Riffin that there's elementals and crap and weird things happening. And there's some monsters in there too.
Is
That we didn't
there-
kill. We should have killed them, guys. Feel bad we didn't kill them.
Kill who?
The
The
monsters.
lizards.
The lizards. Okay, but damn lizards.
It's like I would feel more experienced for killing them.
Well, how about while we sit here, because I feel like just going back to town and then coming back again tomorrow is just wasting time.
No.
Yeah.
We can go back to town
It is
and he
wasting
can come
time.
back,
Wasting
hug
time.
his pipe for an 8
And
hours.
let me finish.
Yes.
And then I will mage hand Big Diamond out of my bag and we
I can identify.
Yes.
I can do that right now. If
Do you
we're
need
gonna
to-
if we're gonna take a long rest, I can do that right now. That's a
I-
Jiro guarantee.
You're not allowed to run away with it.
I'm not gonna run anywhere with it. Where can I run? We're surrounded by water.
Back down in. Catch me if you
There's
can.
water around. There's water in.
Okay.
Do you need to touch to identify?
I'm not sure.
Because I don't
I
know if
wanna
it's a good
find
idea
out.
to touch it.
Neither do I, hence why I want to get it identified.
Alright.
How come? Oh, there it is. Range touch.
Mm.
You must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
It was really nice.
Nice knowing you.
Well, we can risk it, I guess. If it sucks me in, then...
This is you getting redeemed.
I mean, there were 2 giant lizards protecting it, so it's...
Well, were they? What was with all the weird watery
didn't protect it very
elementals
well.
down the bottom?
Yeah, well, that's because we're great.
Okay, fine. Well, to err on the side of caution for myself, I'm going to take my bag off. I'm opening it up, and I'm going to mage hand
Put it on the ground.
jewel out and put it on the ground.
Okay.
Show time.
Mike's doing a super dog. I just had to point that out. What?
So you mage hand it out, it's on the ground.
Yep.
Cancel it.
Do you have any healing stuff?
No.
Nothing?
Spill copy 11 minutes. Right.
Now they're antique looking.
What would you like to do?
As long as the iPad didn't get wet, I don't
No,
care.
the iPad's out there.
I'm going to identify the gem.
Okay.
Do you have to touch it with your skin?
Yes.
Yeah.
And touch it. Your hand kind of grasps over it. You close your eyes and you're kneeling down.
Yeah, sure, I sit cross-legged and...
Sit cross-legged, reach out, put your hands on top of the gem. You start to incantate the eye. Like you got this moving away.
Just a little.
How far?
Outside the radius.
Fireball!
40 feet!
It's not that wide. Alright, so you're like on the edge.
Yes, I'm just watching from... I'm actually
In the
climbing
boat.
up a wall. I'll climb
Sailing
up a wall.
back.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How did it go, guys?
No. So you reach out and you touch and you start to incantate, and a few words spill out of your lips as you suddenly feel this almost like a presence kind of invade your mind. You can hear screams of multiple voices that kind of shatter through your perception, through your focus. The screams turn from human screams into almost confusing elemental type sounds like earth shaking, fire erupting. It doesn't sound human anymore, but you can still tell it's like elemental screaming out. And it just kind of shatters through your focus. You grab hold of the stone reflectively, like grabbing onto it. You guys can see this now. He's kind of like, for a moment, just stunned and pulling back. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw? Nice knowing you. 3.
A 3.
Gets killed by giant diamonds.
No. That'd be a perfect end to Jiro. Done.
Personality traits. Loves shiny things. Flaws. Dies to shiny things.
Love shiny things, yeah. Fuck.
It's a little bit funny there.
The good thing I didn't touch it.
Right? Me too.
Okay.
Oh, then when he's dead, I'll just like mage hand it back into my bag.
For later.
For a moment you can see him kind of like grab it and then stun for a second, and then he just kind of relaxes, and then as if nothing happened, he goes back into incantating his words. You can see the normal pulses of energy coming off of him.
I say we kill him for good measure.
It's going to be about 10 minutes now.
Does anything else seem
Oh,
different?
this is just cast instantly.
Oh, you're not doing a
Spell.
ritual?
I'm not doing a ritual.
And the action ends, and you kind of come back into focus, and you're confused. This stone is magical. It holds a magic that is far greater than anything that you've ever come across. This stone has some kind of trapped, unlocked potential within it. You feel like the stone is missing something. It's missing something to then activate whatever it's supposed to activate.
Maybe the location it was found.
You can't quite determine what, which confuses you. Identify has never failed you before. Usually you get past it, then you know exactly what it is, you know exactly what it does, and you know exactly how. But this is beyond anything that you've ever discovered before. It can keep its nature, to a degree, secret. You feel like this stone has some kind of a connection to an elemental power of some kind. You've got the sense that it can access and control something to do with water. You feel like it has a power over water, but you're not quite sure what it is. It's really, you're kind of frustrated.
Get your little pet back.
Yep. Throw it at it.
Kind of frustrated, but you feel like this stone isn't complete. It's not complete yet.
Right.
It needs to be complete before you can determine what it does.
Do we miss any rooms in this dungeon?
As you kind of look around...
Oh, not even a hint.
Jiro, there's a bit of mold on the side of the wall, and for some reason it looks really tasty. You really want to eat that mold. It looks like it would taste just amazing.
I go up to the mold and give it a little lick.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tastes great. Yeah, you're licking the mold off the side of the wall.
Do I feel rejuvenated
That's
from
what-
the mold?
That's what you guys see.
How many hit points does he get back from the mold?
Jiro
I'll try the mold.
kind of sit up, take his hand off of the stone, look around at you all, and then walk
Are you
over
alright?
to the wall and start licking the mold.
Are you alright?
I don't know what this thing is.
Why are you licking mold?
Because it's tasty. Why else would you lick it?
I think something's wrong.
Something's wrong. I'm gonna tear the bottom, like
I think
a
we
bottom
should-
strip off my cloak
We should drown him.
and mage
You drown me!
hand the diamond jewel into that, and then
Yeah.
wrap it up so that it can't be touched.
Yep.
Accidentally tie it off and stick it back in my bag. Problem for
Alright.
later.
It's not really a diamond, it's kind of like a blue, it's like a blue stone, actually. It's really well polished, so it's not even like a jewel of any kind, but it's just a really polished, large blue
Looks like that.
stone. Yeah. Alright, so you've wrapped it up, put it in your bag.
Do I get agitated when she takes away this stone?
No. You
Unless
finished
you
your-
normally would get agitated when shinies get taken from you.
Yeah, I suppose that's your character goal.
Yeah.
But you finished licking all the mold off the wall. So, yeah.
Scrumptious.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go head back to
Roll up my bedroll. Alright, feel like taking a nap right here.
Alright. I haven't lost any hit points. I'm just gonna have a rest. I'm just gonna have a rest and kind of keep watch if I can rest at the same time.
Okay, so you guys got here about mid-morning. So you've been down there, I'd say a couple of hours. So it's about midday-ish, probably about 2 p.m, let's say. 1 to 2 p.m in the afternoon.
I'm gonna meditate for half an hour.
You guys are going to spend the next 8 hours having a long rest, and you're going to try to...
We gotta do it at
unlock
some
the
point.
secrets
Does it
of
take
the
8 hours
game.
to attune?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. You can
Well,
have a-
long rest is 8 hours anyway.
you can have a
I'm
look
all
at
out of
the
spells.
Attunement rules, but I'm pretty sure this one is.
Yep. I'm all out of spells and I'm on 5 hit points. And we can go back to town and do all that stuff, but like we've got to rest at some point.
I feel like leaving monsters and stuff down there is probably not a good thing either.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, very good point.
So, and we can't leave your little water friend down there. So I propose you guys start resting, you try and attune to this thing, and we'll go back down tonight after we've all rested. And then what we'll do is we'll go down. If after you've hugged your thing for 8 hours, you still can't control it, it's dying, we're not going to let it go, and then we're going to go kill the monsters and the elementals in that room, clear everything out. I don't want to go back to Riff and Neat. Peter doesn't want to go back to Riff and Neat and not have killed all the things he could kill. I want to kill all the things.
Yeah.
And if I'm hungry, we can cook them. Not too much. I like it raw.
I like to be able to chew.
Okay. So you guys set up camp on this first platform of this old abandoned mage tower. Looking out over the ocean, you can see in the distance on the shoreline, kind of buttressed by these black shooting rocks, a little figure. It's kind of just sitting on the beach. You can probably determine that it's Riffin, waiting for you guys to come back.
What a
but
nerd.
you guys camp out with your little boats slapping against the tower. Would you guys like to do a watch rotation? Now, this is where it gets difficult. So, for you guys to benefit for a full rest, you need to have at least 6 hours of no activity where you actually sleep. 2 hours where you can have very basic activities such as being on watch, touching items, things like that.
So if we go till 10 o'clock, you can attune, and then you can nap, and then we all need full 8 hours, 6 hours, right?
You need to
6
have
or
at
8.
least 6 hours sleep, and then you can spend 2 hours doing non-strenuous activity.
Can those 2 hours be non-strenuous watching?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay, so if we have 6,
It's difficult because you guys have a party of 3.
well, I'll rest while I'll have a short rest to meditate to get my key points back.
Yep.
And then basically, how much time do we need to have a full rotation?
So to do a full rotation, you need to add another 2 hours onto it, just so that last person gets the extra 2 hours. I think.
Does that mean you can just take a short rest and then take double watch?
I'd still need to have 6 hours for a nap. I'm not an elf anymore.
Yeah.
So if I was, I'd only need 4 hours. Or half.
Just makes it a bit difficult. Peter has 6.
What if while you're doing your first thing, you have your big rest? I'll watch, and then you wake up and watch while we go to sleep.
Okay.
Because then that works. That way you're just having a longer day tomorrow. So yeah, early night for you.
Okay, so how are you going to do it?
So she's going to go to sleep straight away
Okay.
for the full time,
Yeah.
while Jiro attunes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to sleep after Amph wakes up. Jiro and I are going to go to sleep after Amph wakes up. She's doing the full watch.
She's going to sleep 6 hours.
She's going to sleep now
Yeah, for 6 hours.
and then does the full watch.
So she's going to sleep for 6 hours.
Mhm.
So you're doing 12 hours.
Yes.
So 12 hour long rest.
What?
That's the only way we're going to have watched all night. We don't have spells to do watches yet.
Right.
Until someone can take Liamon's tiny hut.
Or alarm. Any of you guys can do alarm or anything like that might help. You can even set up little traps around you to like let off a jingle or something. There's other ways around it, so you can have a think about that. Alright. So, it's well into the night when you're all coming back out of this long rest. Let's see what happens.
Cool. When I wake up again, I will cast Mage Armor on myself again.
Does it last for 8 hours?
Okay. 12 hours pass
8 hours.
uneventfully.
Excellent.
The sun dips into the sky, turning the sky dark with stars. The tide has gone out, so you can see the bottom of the tower is now exposed. You can see all that mold exposed.
The delicious mold.
Yeah, you just keep craving mold. It's just it's kind of everywhere, and when they're not looking, you can find a little bit of a crack, and you like take it out, and you lick it, and it tastes delicious, and you're like, gosh, I never knew mold could be so delicious. It's amazing.
You are repulsive.
Quiet fish woman.
The feeling
Says
kind
you
of
moldy.
fades. By the time you wake up, you're feeling a little better, and you're feeling kind of silly that you ever ate that mold.
Right.
And
You
that
should.
was weird. That was really odd. Alright, so it's now dark.
Let's go back and kill all the things after you try and get your pet back in your container.
You feel like you have a good understanding of how this container works. After a lot of time concentrating on it and focusing on it, yeah.
Do I
You
feel
feel
like I have a connection?
You feel like it's a bit too far for you to test that theory right now.
Alright.
It's way down there, and you're way up here.
Yeah.
But
potatoes.
you've got this tank worked out. You feel connected to the tank. Opens this way.
Oh, it's got a close function as well. That was my problem. Yeah. Alright.
So you guys gonna head back down?
Yep.
Forward ho.
Okay.
Should we kill all the
You head
piranhas
back
too?
down.
I'm just gonna cause burning hands.
Down.
Steam.
It was dark before,
Don't
it
boil.
is pitch black now. There's no light at all coming down from the sun above.
Crack a torch.
I grab a Rockin Castle light on my.
I crack a torch as well.
Okay. And you begin descending down. The smell and the stench wafts up your nose once again. You reach the bottom of the stairs. It spills out into the black, inky pool of water that you're pretty sure holds some pretty hungry fish, or at least it did 12
Does it
hours
look
ago.
lower than what it was? Does it look lower than what it was?
Yeah, it does. It looks a lot lower, and you look at it for a moment. You can't see any movement in it, but as you reach the bottom of the stairs, something shifts in your peripheral vision. You look to the left, and there is your water elemental. It's crashed its way through the doors, come through the room of pillars, followed all the way to the long tunnel into this circular room, and hasn't quite worked out that it's supposed to go up the stairs to get to you guys. It looks like it's just been doing circles, laps, trying to look for these creatures that were hitting it with thrusts and smacking it with its fists and let it out of that scary cage, and it sees you. It sees you through as you hit the bottom of the steps, and I'm like, all of you to roll initiative. I will let you do your first action though. Did you want to try to?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and telepathically communicate with it. Saying, friend.
Alright, what I'll get you to do is just roll initiative with you. So you and me, initiative off.
Oh, so we're not initiating?
No, I just want Jiro.
15.
15. You beat it. Yeah. So before it can even move, it goes to launch at you like that, and you're like, what do you say?
Back in your cage!
Back in your cage!
Oh,
With
it
your
was
canister.
scared!
And it kind of stops and looks at you and back into the canister. You close the lid and it's back in.
Yes!
A little-
The power!
A little tear drops from its watery face.
I got Pikachu!
I choose you! So,
Excellent.
One. You should take
If
a
it was an air elemental, that would have been excellent.
Just blown it away.
Come on, that was hilarious.
Hilarious. What?
Hilarious. Arius.
Oh
You could
god.
just stuck with hill air.
It's pun on pun.
It's Puns Day.
Mm.
Fantastic.
Punalicious.
So the water is about like this high now.
Can we see the fish? Can we see where they came from?
You can spend a time searching around in the muddy water and try to find
I'm not getting in
an
the
entry
water.
exit.
Can you chuck that pebble in there? See how deep it
My
goes?
light rock?
Yeah.
I throw away my light rock.
Alright. It hits the water and yeah, it sinks and it's like, it's honestly that deep. So it just hits the bottom and the water, it was kind of hard to see in the murky black.
We need cement.
There
Is
doesn't
it-
seem to be anything moving or shifting under the water.
Okay. There's nothing down there. Nothing that looks
From
interesting.
what the light emanates, which isn't that far, you can't really see anything.
I'm gonna put a finger in the water.
You look at Amph as you stick your finger in the water.
And then I'm gonna pull it straight out. And go around.
It's cold. It's cold and
And the
salty
big
Not
mama.
quick enough.
and smelling.
Alright.
Go around.
So we wanna. Yeah, what. Was there only the one path?
There was only the one exit.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
I reckon we hightail it to.
Into the lizards.
Yep. Kill the lizards and then see what the Ellies downstairs do when you touch the stone again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, how are we gonna take care of these bad boys?
One at a time. If we stand in the doorway, they both can't get in the doorway.
So we have range stuff we can shoot at them?
No. But I got punches.
Okay.
Oh, Amph has ranged. I got darts. They don't really do much.
I got Cloud of Daggers, just cast it on that entrance. Get chopped up.
Make sure I'm not in it.
Yeah. I think it's only 5 feet.
Okay. So you make your way through.
Yep.
Through the tunnel, through all the pillars.
Yep.
Still innate. You cast light again.
Yes.
The light.
You're walking into the walls. Can't see.
Okay. Go through the short tunnel into the old mage room. There's a smell of like damp cloth and rug now because all of the water that has been sloshed around from her frost spell and everything like that has kind of made everything damp. And you hit the back wall with a secret door. You press against it. There's a light. Shifts across. You've got the short tunnel ahead of you.
Dragon's still like trying to claw through.
You can see one dragon, one red, one lizard, a larger lizard-like creature in the center pillar, and one, you can't really see him, so you can see the red one, is kind of circling on top of the pillar, and you can see him kind of doing this with his claws on the rock, on the asphalt.
He's scratching at it.
He's kind of scratching at the ground. Yeah. Your illusion's one born.
Aww. He's missing the stone.
What would you guys like to do?
I walk out to here.
Okay.
Is this on you?
Yep. Not that far. A little bit. Yes. And I go, hello, Peter.
Stops. Looks at you.
Yes. Hello. Can you leave this place?
Doesn't seem to understand.
Do you make good barbecue?
Tilts its head a bit. What are you two doing?
I'm watching this
Watching,
intelligent
yeah.
display.
Alright, tilts his head.
I'm gonna walk. Wall walk around closer to him.
The moment you get to the edge of the platform, the green creature, large claw hands protrude over the top, and it pulls itself up and goes to snap at you. I want everyone to roll initiative.